In May 2019 I entered the Sahara in Morocco. This is all part of a much bigger adventure, to cycle around the world. Therefore, I cycle south through the Sahara in Morocco and Mauritania. From there, I enter a different climate in Senegal and I will finish in the Gambia. Last time, I cycled in the Atlas Ranges and the first part of the Sahara Desert, where I had an amazing time at soldier posts. I finished in Dakhla and that's where I start now. This is Cycle Around the World Part 5, a windy Sahara and tropical smiles. Hello, now I'm in Dakhla almost for 2 weeks already. I have not been cycling. This is because I was waiting for this. This is a new airbed. My previous airbed was broken, so it arrived today, which means that I'm gonna cycle again tomorrow. Okay, I'm ready to go. It just feels like the first day of my trip. Like I was not able to sleep last night. I was a little bit nervous this morning. I was happy to cycle for a few more days in Morocco and spend the nights at soldier posts at the stunning cliffs near the coastline. Maybe I'm gonna change this one for my bike. This is so much cooler. So I'm now passing one of the last cities. I hope I can make a photocopy here of my passport and to get some food. I just made some copies of my passport. So it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm on the road already, very early, because I want to cross the border and it's still 85 kilometers. Okay, I made it to the border. It's a really strange place. You can definitely tell that this place is run by men because it looks so dirty. There's so many trucks. Voilà. Oui. Bon, merci. Au revoir. Ah, okay. Okay, merci. Bonjour. This is no man's land. This is the space between Morocco and Mauritania, claimed by no one, or just a small group named Polisario. But basically it's uncontrolled. Nobody has rules here. Okay. And it turns into, wow, I don't know what you can call this, but it's not a road. It took 4 hours to get a visa. It was really crowded and there was some problems with the internet, and they seem to have more interest in having handshakes than in work. Mauritania, a country of 90% desert and murderous hot and strong winds. So I got my tent set up out of the wind and I collected some wood for my delicious dinner, and there's a nice view here. I also gave myself a haircut, as you see. It was really needed. It's not really nice, but it works. Than cycling, as you might hear on the audio. The wind is so strong, and I'm very lucky to have wind in the back, because it allows me to cycle about 30 kilometers an hour. Will get me out of this hell soon. I think the landscape is really stunning, but this is not a place where you want to be for a long time. Well, it's just 12 o'clock, but I have to stop cycling. It's just so warm. I'm afraid that I will get overheated. I think I will even put up my tent. Oh, Jesus. I'm sitting here in my tent now and it's so damn hot. Even the wind is hot. And I don't know what to do. I think I will wait till 4 or 5 p.m. But I'm even thinking about taking a taxi or something to get out of this Sahara. So I just cleared up my tent. It's almost 5 p.m. which means that I stayed here for 5 hours. The temperature is getting lower and the wind is back in the good direction. So this is my chance to make some kilometers. It's far from ideal, but it's the best option I got. And luckily there were enough places to refill my food and water supplies. Go. Let's see. Hello, this is Bas speaking. Yeah, I need some water. I'm in the Sahara. Hurry up, please. So after a long day, I made it to a hotel. I wanted to continue on the road, but it was too dark and too dangerous. So then I came across a hotel and just decided to stay here. It's really cheap, just €2, but it's sleeping on the ground. So it's 7 in the morning and I'm back on the road. Happy to be back on the road. I really hope I can make some kilometers before it's getting too warm again. Yesterday in the evening I learned that during the day it was 46 degrees Celsius. Just came across this motorcycler. He's from Italy. He went all around Africa. He's been on the road for 7 months. He goes in the other direction. It's so cool. It's the same route I'm gonna do, only otherwise.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. So what is your name?
Franco.
Franco.
Franco from Italy.
Franco from Italy. Becausesgood.com. And there he goes. Yeah, it's nice to meet other people on the road. I don't see them so much these days. temperature is not doable anymore. Luckily I found this solar power charge system for the radio tower. They let me stay here. I hope I can stay here for a long time, a few hours. That would be nice. I can rest a little bit and cool down. Very happy to be here because there wasn't any tree, it was just a desert. I was getting a little bit afraid. For one of the first times so far I found a side road and I took it because I wanted to camp. The previous place there was a small village and the officers told me I could camp at the official campsite and they would charge me 15 euros. It's so crazy, like the differences between the money is so big. Like yesterday they asked 2 euro for a sleeping place on the ground, but it was 30 euros to place my bike in a garage. I said, well, I'm not gonna do that. So then he said, you can also put it in the bag for free. Okay. Now again, like they charge 15 euros for just a similar spot as this. So yeah, I continued and found this place. I'm now gonna set up camp. I find it kind of exciting to sleep here in the middle of the desert. It's basically the first time. All the previous times I slept with soldier posts. So right now I'm going to sleep and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I'm almost ready. I just have to clear up my tent, pack my bike, and then I'm good to go. It's just 6:30, but that's alright. Holland.
Holland.
Yes.
Jimmy Vardy.
Jimmy Vardy? It's English.
Hakim Ziyech.
Oui, Ajax.
Ajax.
Ouais. Okay. Au revoir.
Good luck.
Lol. Middle of the road. Wanted to make a selfie. Wow, first traffic light in, I don't know, maybe a month. Aha. In Nouakchott, the capital, I soon learned about the chaotic driving skills of the Mauritanian people. It frightened me to cycle here, so I just hoped for the best. I had no other option than staying in a hotel. Although this is in a big contrast with sleeping in a tent, I enjoy it. And the comfort I get allows me to mentally recharge. But that night I was getting out of money, so I had to go inside the crowded center to change some. The dancing kids really cheered me up. It took me nearly an hour to escape the crowded streets of the city. And once I did do so, I noticed a small change in the surrounding. From here on, the population slowly became more dense.
You're surfing. Road surfer with a donkey. How cool is that?
By now, I was used to the rough Sahara. I've practically been living in it for more than a month. This evening, I was about to have a final experience with the friendly Saharian people, as I took a small side road of which I thought I wouldn't meet anyone here. But things turned out to be completely different.
Bonjour.
Oui.
Bonjour.
Enchanté.
Est-ce possible, moi, dormir
Oui,
ici
c'est possible. Oui.
avec le tent?
Oui, oui, tout.
Ah,
Y a
ok.
pas de problème.
Merci beaucoup.
Mais garez ici.
Ok.
Après, vous allez boire ici.
Ah oui.
Oui.
Ok. Et comment tu t'appelles?
Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Oui.
Ah, je m'appelle Bas.
Bas.
Oui.
Enchanté.
Enchanté, oui. No, okay. So I'm very lucky because these people they will host me. I just had some very delicious tea, and I had a chance to see how they play games and how they chat, and I couldn't film, unfortunately. So they allow me to stay inside this tent together with the guardian and the son of the family. Really nice. Now pumping up my airbed. So this is the hut from the inside. This is where I slept. And this is where some other people sleep, including Ali, the guardian. Wow, I find it so incredible that I entered a small path with the expectation to camp somewhere in an empty village, and now next morning, 16 hours later, I leave the village with a load of knowledge about Mauritanian, Saharian culture and habits. Back on the road, I continued my trip to the border of Senegal. After a while, suddenly quite a lot of vegetation appeared on the yellow dunes. So I made it to the border. So I'm in Senegal. It was a very easy, quiet border crossing, which was nice. There's no visa for Senegal, which is even better. On my very first day in Senegal, I went to Saint Louis. Here I stayed with Bele, who works at an association which helps pregnant women and educates children. The children are financially supported by other people. At the moment I arrived, two French supporting people came to see how their kids were doing in school. I was planning to stay for just a few days, but instead I stayed for a whole week and enjoyed my time at the association.
Mustafa. This is like the office. This is the garden, the kindergarten. This is Jazz, but she doesn't like jazz. Bonjour. This is the roof. This is cooking. This is the garden with chicken and goats.
The French people even took the children to a short trip to the beach, and I was invited to come with them. And after 6 days I went to do what I originally came for, to visit the old city, at which some old colonial French houses are based. The next day I was happy to be back on the bike again. And although I was not in a hurry, I had the opportunity to meet my neighbors from home, who just arrived in the Gambia.
It's so bloody warm. Even the locals say it's warm. It's like I cannot even cycle 5 kilometers or 15 minutes before I have to stop again, drink some water, get some rest, find some shade. Oh man. I just arrived at my new camping spot. It's near a small farm. So I just asked if it was possible to work here for a day, and this man, he says yes. Hey, comment tu t'appelles?
Khali.
Khali. So Khali, merci beaucoup.
Okay, merci.
So tomorrow I'm gonna be a farmer for a day.
B.
Ah oui, oui. C'est haricots verts.
Je sais pas, haricot, c'est
comme ça, haricot vert, haricot. Kane.
Hope I don't get sick from this. Alright, good morning. So today I'm gonna be a farmer.
Samba ndey barke tok joga may sa xor ak gaño sem ci cambarago yalla samba faat ma ci ba ñane bal na jala baba joba ñane bal na jala sala.
Okay, bike is packed again. I'm about to leave this little vegetable farm. So I just arrived in a village and I asked some people if it was possible to camp, and they invited me to their house. So now I'm here in the foot of my tent in front of their house. So I'm cooking. They made a fire for me. It's just amazing how they just react on a request from a stranger. Okay, just had breakfast. These kids brought me to the boutique and I bought them a little present. It's for Toot. So it's chewing gum. Okay, so I just left the family. It was a really nice time. They were really friendly, and it was a pleasure to see how a Senegalese family lives. It seemed that they were really poor. So I left them a little bit of money. It's not enough to help them, but at least they can do something. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. So, camping again under a baobab tree. Looks really nice place. Good morning. Today is a special day because I'm gonna cross the border to Gambia. So I'm now at the border to the Gambia. So now just waiting in the queue. So I made it to Gambia, or the Gambia. So yeah, it was pretty easy border control. Was no tension at all. These countries are really good with each other.
The Gambia, also called the Smiling Coast of Africa, because it's known for one of the safest and friendliest countries in Africa. Today I would meet my neighbors at the resort they were staying at, but first I had to cross the river that splits the small country in two parts, with a ferry that is even shown on their money.
Okay, so just cycled through the city of Serekunda. It was an absolute hell. Cycling in cities is just not fun, and but still just 2.5 kilometers, and then I'm at the resort. I'm really wondering how the resort looks like, and I'm gonna meet my neighbors, so that's gonna be awesome. Hello. Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Are you living here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Do you want to?
Well, yes.
Welcome. You are highly welcome.
Yeah? Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You alone?
Yeah.
How many days or how many months?
4 months.
4 months on the way.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
friend.
Yeah.
We go for Holland.
Yeah, 4 months.
No, sorry, I just finished.
Yeah,
Let's go for
definitely.
Friday.
That's the end of your
Yes,
journey.
you go ahead.
I want to go to
I
UK.
I just cycled 90 kilometers, so I'm done for today.
From Holland? Yeah, let's go.
No. I just cycled.
You ready? Yeah, let's go.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, yeah.
Bueno,
Yeah, fine.
So you just arriving, yeah?
I just arrived here. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
You want to book or you want to see?
I know some
meet?
people who are here.
In Kololi?
Yes,
Who are
and they are from Holland also.
Okay.
You work here?
Yeah, I'm working here.
Ah, they are Marga and Beck.
Mega, I'm back.
You know them?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's a camera.
Yeah, GoPro. Hallo. Zo. Kijk eens aan.
Ah, joh, hoe gaat het?
Goed.
Ja.
Ja, met jou?
Zeker, schitterend.
Ah, hoe
Hey.
is het?
Goed. Zo,
Nou,
leuk om jullie hier te zien.
ja. Nou, we begonnen net te denken van waar blijft hij?
It was very pleasant to be among familiar people and to have some of the luxury I used to have at home. The resort was located next to the wonderful beach. But the best part was to see the Gambian life. My neighbors support a family with 4 kids, who are now able to go to school.
The smiling Gambia.
In return, we were invited to enjoy the amazing local food at their home, play football at a football academy, and to visit a chicken farm, at which my neighbors buy food every now and then for the same family. I stayed at the resort for a couple of days, until my neighbors went back to home. Saying goodbye to them wasn't easy.
Bert,
Goeie
hartstikke
reis,
bedankt.
joh.
Ja,
Maak er iets moois van. Want
Ja.
Ik heb er wel vertrouwen in.
ja,
Doe voorzichtig, doe vooral voorzichtig.
ja. Komt er goed.
Nou,
gedaan,
graag
joh.
gedaan jongen. Het was gezellig.
Ja. Heel erg
Het was
bedankt.
gezellig om je hier te hebben.
Ja,
Het is fijn dat we
Leuke
dat kunnen
tijd.
doen. Ja.
ja. Yes? Oké. Yes, goodbye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Yo.
I continued to a small village 24 kilometers further ahead. Here I was able to stay with Bamba and his family. Bamba has a cycle association and was happy to host me for a few days. We went to Makasutu Cultural Forest. Here we got a tour on a river overwhelmed with mangroves.
can easily walk with the shallow bank like that.
And later we visited the Primate Park and got a tour through the diverse forest, where our guide let us taste all kind of fruits and seeds from the trees.
Very sore.
So this tree, locally we call it jallo. This jallo is very useful here because we have a lot of medicine from it and it cures a lot of sickness as well. Okay, as you can see the back of the tree, some part is a newly cut and this other part is an old part. It's have been carving, not today, people have been using it for medicine. So you see it's different and it cures about 100 plus. So that medicine also is very good for us. Climbing up is more easier than coming down. Coming down is more difficult. So because it's like you gallop it up when going, when coming down also you gallop it to come down. As he is going.
All in all, I had a wonderful experience in the smiling Gambia. From here on, I go further south, which you can see in my next video, where things are getting much more difficult due to the wonderful but merciless rain season.